Craig. Here. Alderman Brian Jones.
Here.
Alderman Paul Franklin.
Here.
I'm waiting. Approve of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Okay. We have a public forum and you've got UPS, so you get to speak first, sir.
My name is B. Spike of the United States Postal Service. I'm a regional real estate manager for about 7 different states, and about 330-some post offices. The reason that I'm here is because we received approval to re-establish, the St. Mary's post office from St. Genevieve back here. With that approval, it's my job, as a new space real estate person for the United States Postal Service is to identify suitable sites. The one thing that, we need as we move forward is a piece of land. And, we're going to put a modular building here, but we need a piece of land to put it on. The two items that, the two pieces of paper that you have, I'm going to briefly go over it, and they're very important that you keep them and use them if you need to get in touch with me or correspond, about any issues that you may have for the relocation. The first
Pardon me,
piece,
could you speak up, please? Because some of us are out here on the sidewalk.
oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, let me move over here. You should have two pieces of paper, and these are the two pieces of paper that I brought there. The clerk has been very polite to lay them over there. I passed out some, but the first piece of paper that you see will be a notice of public meeting and comment period. This is a very important piece of paper because what this paper, in essence, it gives you, an indication of how long from today the United States, according to 39 CFR 241.4, we are required by statute and by law to hold a public meeting anytime we are going to change the retail operation of the post office. And with that being said, we are changing the retail, from St. Genevieve, which it was, relocated because of emergency back. We want to bring it back to St. Mary's. This piece of paper here identifies, the purpose. The meeting was held today. Now, with that being said, the next, it gives you the location, and right beneath the location, it gives you, it's another paragraph that states 30 days. You all have 30 days from today to contact me about any, post office related issue that, you may have as far as relocating the post office here. That means if you want it back here, you can send a letter saying, Mr. Spikes, my name is B.H. Spikes. Mr. Spikes, we would appreciate, the post office bringing the United States Post Office bringing, St. Mary's Post Office back. Or you may have a piece of land that says, hey, we would like for you to look at a piece of land that we have. The 30 days, and give you a cutoff date of September 11th. If I receive anything after September 11th, it's null and void. It will not be considered. What happens once I get the documentation is that I package all that information up and forward it to Washington, D.C. In Washington, D.C., the lawyers and the planners all go through the documentation and decide on exactly where the post office should be placed at. Being that we're going to return the post office here as a modular building, the post office is taking the burden to finance the building. That's approximately $250,000 that we are going to pay for to bring, your post office back. So that's why it's very important. I tell people, I do this all the time. I tell, and I'm amazed to see, you all, so many people's here. Maybe it's because of the post office, maybe it's because of some other issue on the agenda. But, if you really, want DC, Washington DC to, especially the post office people to, know how much, they appreciate, bringing the post office back, I would suggest, hey, just drop a line and say, hey, Mr. Spikes, I want to thank, I would like to thank the post office, for returning. That means a lot to people that, never, leave DC to come to your community. I'm the front person for it. So it's very important that, you have a voice, and I'm going to be your voice, to make sure whatever you send to me, if you don't want a post office back, if you're satisfied with, driving to St. Jerry, just say that, no thank you, we're very happy the way, the way the situation is. I've taken pictures, I've been driving around, taking pictures of the boxes and all of that. If you're satisfied with that, that's fine. But we are still moving forward. Anytime I'm in town, I'm given market orders, to locate a piece of land, to place the post office. If I can find that land, if, I'm working out, talking with the mayor, and, I would like to work, the post office always like to work with the, the village or the township first. That's our first option. But if any of you all have a piece of land, we're looking for 8,500 square feet. Any of you have a piece of land that's 8,500 square feet that is not in the floodplain, please, send me the address, and what I'll do, I'm coming back again. What I'll do, I'll have a group of, district people, and I'm regional, so having to rearrange my schedule, but the people from St. Louis and all of those will be coming with me. And they'll be looking at the spot, security, inspectors and all of that, be looking at the spot and determining whether or not it'll be suitable, for the post office to return, the location. So it's very important that you keep this piece of paper. The next piece of paper that I want you, I would read it to you, but, I heard one gentleman say, it's quite small, but, if you would take the time and read over it, but I'm just going to summarize it for you. This piece of paper here is more or less, just a summary of exactly what I just told you. It talks about, that, we want to bring the post office back as a compact building. Now, you all may think that, the compact building won't look good. I don't know how many of y'all have seen, our post office compact buildings enough. It's a very beautiful building. We have taken, anytime you spend $250,000 on, a modular building, it's very nice. So, we want to do that, for the community. As I indicated, it's for retail only. So, you'll be able to buy stamps and all of that, at the post office. As well as the boxes, typically, they always combine the boxes into the modular building. And we'll need 850 square feet, as I've indicated to you. I'll just briefly go over the heading of what this meeting is all about. Actually, what this meeting is all about, I think I've summarized that. Why does the post office need to reconsider relocating? By law, we cannot terminate or discontinue a post office. We can, create a temporary relocation, which we did, or an emergency relocation, which, because of the water, it was a combination of both. I think I've indicated in there that it was like 44 inches. Ooh, that was a lot of water. But what happened is that, by law, we cannot terminate the post office. What we've done is that, it was reconsidered, evaluated, the finance came available, and now, I'm here to tell you all that, we are coming back. We want to reestablish the post office. The next one is, what is the relocation project? The relocation project, normally starts 30 days, the 30-day period allows us to, take in, consideration the location as well as any emails you all have. And within that 30-day period, what we like to do is come out and do a site tour. We call it a site selection tour. That means that we identify, exactly, the location, tentative location that the post office can go. And once we identify them, we rank them and send them up to DC for them to look at it and say, okay, well, I think that that's the best place for it to go. That's after a thorough analysis. What is the new AQ? We call it AQ. It's normally, typically it's called, commercial, business is called retail. It's a retail spot. So, what we're doing is bringing back a retail spot, which we, in the postal service language, is called AQ. What is the discussion tonight? I think I went over, it's identify the needs for the alternate quarters, which is the retail, location. Discuss the reason for the, alternate quarters, and that's because, we can't terminate, the post office. We can only temporarily suspend it or emergency suspend it, and we've done that. Now we have the funds to return, and that's what we are doing. Identify the tentative decision for the retail service and parking. Typically, when we, 8,500 square feet would be enough for the modular building and suitable parking. We always have one handicap and approximately 4 to 5 parking spaces. Describe the anticipated size of the new space for the retail service and anticipated benefits. Well, I think that, it's self-explanatory. It'll save you all some time for driving back and forth to St. Genevieve. Outline the proposal, I've done that. Now I guess, I'm open to you all. I'm here to answer any question that you may have. Yes, ma'am.
What are the anticipated services?
Retail only.
So what does that mean?
That means selling stamps, you can pick, make deliveries, bring your packages there, and yes. It'll be the same services that you're getting really in St. Genevieve. Yes, sir.
See, our post office we had here was cut the hours prior to, it getting flooded. Are we gonna go back to longer hours or stay to the hours that we had when we had the post office here?
Well, now, I can't answer that question for you. That would be a decision that, I'm gonna tell you. Now, I'm not trying to tap dance around it. The reason I say that I can't answer that question is because, with the major investment that we are, making for the post office, the modular building, spending $280,000, we depend strictly on stamps and the sale of our supplies to, restore that, those funds. So that's why it's so important, that if we are going to bring the post office back, we're asking the community to get, to help us, to maintain and to keep it going, because if we're not getting funds in it, it's gonna, we're gonna make a decision. That's the reason for the modular building. We're not, we're not obligated to anyone, but we would like to, have the modular building and use the funds there, to, help repay the funds, that we spent on, bringing it to the community.
So it's gonna depend on how many people go in and out and use it.
Exactly. Any other questions? Now, I'm gonna tell you, don't be shy, because when I walk out that door, I don't want you to, think that, oh wow, I could have asked him some, I had some other questions I could have asked.
Yeah.
Hey, yes, sir.
What's your guesstimate timeline for all of this?
We are looking at, it'll be September before we really make a decision on, we get all the letters back, the 30-day period. And I always try to plan a site tour within 2 weeks after that. So if a site is selected, it typically takes 30 to 45 days, to do the lease agreement. So it'll probably be April. Probably about April before, it's operational.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How do we go about the site selection process? Is everyone that has a piece of land in this room that might be suitable for the post office can recommend that to you to take
Yes.
a look at? That's what you're asking
Yes.
for? Any of these people?
Yes.
Good. As long as it's not in the floodplain.
Yeah, that is correct. You know, we do have, team analysts, that, look at, that's the planning department. They look at, every piece of, property that, we submit to them. There's only 8 of us nationwide that does this. It takes a little time, but, the decision that, that they come to really help us, to determine whether or not, it'll be beneficial.
So say there's 15 different pieces of land that we have available for a post office here, and these men and women will write you directly and tell you, and you
The address.
coordinate with them taking a look at that land when you come back in.
That is correct.
It doesn't have to get funneled through the city hall
No.
or any other organization. That's good.
Any other question? Yes, ma'am.
So, since like last year, have you guys been in contact with like the mayor and the city council?
Oh, yes.
Just to like talk about different relocation spots? So can we talk about those now or no?
We haven't identified, a spot hasn't been identified. That's the reason why, I've, notified the mayor, and, that notification is part of the 39 CFR 241 regulation, is to formally let the mayor know that, we are planning on reestablishing the post office back in St. Mary. Now, the mayor and everyone else is governed by the same 30-day period. So, I'm gonna be talking to the mayor and, the clerk to make sure that, if they do have property that, we can, look at it, on our return trip. That's what the return trip is gonna be for.
When we submit that, do you submit it with a map or something? Or
I'm sorry, who's, I'm
do
sorry.
you submit that, the chamber has some property.
Okay.
Do you submit that with a map or what process?
We would, personally, I like both ways. I like a map or either, an address. If you just have a physical address, that's fine. But if you have a map, that's fine too. Either way would be fine with me.
The modular buildings have boxes inside,
No, the boxes will be inside.
inside 24-hour access to them?
Yes. Well, again, I can't speak, every district is different. I can only tell you that, there will be modular, boxes, but whether or not, they have 24-hour access, again, that depends on the inspector's decision, whether, it's a crime, it's a high crime area. I mean, it's a lot of factors goes into whether or not, we leave the post office open 24 hours a day.
We did before.
Okay. Anyone else? Y'all are happy that, I see that y'all just can't wait to write letters and send them to DC and get it historicalized? Yeah, hey.
Will he send it back with a smiley face?
It'll be helpful to you that we all write you a letter though.
Well, it'll be helpful for the community. Because again, you must understand, these vice presidents, they never, they don't know who we are. Other than, me talking to them on, on conference calls, or they see my name on an email, I don't, that's all I know about them. So that's why when I, come to, community public meetings, I tell the people, let me be your voice and send your letters and your enthusiasm, about wanting a post office. Because they can easily say, if no one steps forward and say, well, I don't have anything, and that has happened.
So you want positive letters along with options for land too?
That has happened. And what has happened is that, if I don't get any land, I simply write an email saying, no land is available, please terminate this project. And that's it. Yes,
Does
sir.
that raise the taxes of people of St. Mary or?
Oh, no, that would be.
But you made a point about we need to buy our stamps from our post office and use our post office in order to support it.
That's so true.
Well, after driving to St. Genevieve for the last year, I'll support the post office as much as possible. That's a long drive for stamps.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Any other questions? As I always tell people, Speak now, forever hold your peace, you know, that's a marriage.
For this post office we've had serves actually 3 different counties. Perry County, St. Genevieve, and Cascade. So far as people coming in, mailing stuff and
Yes, yeah, exactly. You know, our post office is really not, you know, while we set them in a particular location, you know, many people, you know, just, if they are passing through town, they see the post office, and that's why, you know, we want it to be in a visible location. They pass through town, oh, I forgot to mail this. They stop in, get a stamp and mail, you know, mail them, payment or whatever, gets an extra stamp.
We actually had businesses from other communities that come here and bought stamps to help support, because they knew that they needed the support to maintain the state.
Right.
And I personally know people that did that.
Well, you all will be amazed at how many towns go by the wayside that doesn't have a post office. And I'm serious. You know, eventually, you know, it was one time booming, the next, you know, the post office went, then gradually people began to say, hey, you know, I'm tired of driving back and forth, you know, 10 or 15 miles, 20 miles. And eventually they're out of town.
Post office and a bank.
In a store.
You know, yes.
Do you think you can hear, if I turn this, I know everybody in here is hot.
So can we open that door?
Yeah, it is open. It's open.
Do y'all have any more questions for me?
It's really loud.
So I will start, you know, getting notification. I will be contacting the mayor and the clerk, you know, about tentative locations. And if y'all have any, you know, property that you want me to look at, or want us to look at, because there'll be a team, you know, that'll be coming out looking at and evaluating it. Please send it to me, and I will, along with your contact information, you know, put your phone number down there or your email address. You know, nowadays, you know, I do a lot of corresponding through email, so, you know, if you don't have an email address, please have your phone number down. Yes, ma'am?
So it is contingent upon someone like giving land with it?
No, it's not, you know, it's not giving. You know, we are paid a modest fee, you know, but understand that, you know, due to the fact that we're making such a major investment, you know, 800 square feet, 8,500 square feet is not that very low, not that low. You know, so we'll pay a modest fee. Unless the township want to give it to us, you know, we always step free. Any other questions? Okay, well, I want to thank the mayor. Yeah, I want to thank the aldermen. And I want to thank you all for coming out and allowing me the opportunity to speak to you. Please, you know, you have my address. And, you know, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm an easy person to talk to, and, you know, retired military, so I'll shoot straight with you.
And we thank you for coming.
All right, thank you.
Well, the next thing on the agenda is about that house down there, the burn house. But that is, I can see it. Well, UTV, UTV, anybody want to talk, they can talk, you know, and say what they gotta say for a few minutes and then keep going.
Yeah, Laura Jean, why can't we run our UTVs there on St. Genevieve? Couldn't the city charge like a license for us to be able to?
The board is who you should talk to.
I'm sorry. Couldn't the town of
Stand
St.
up, they can hear you better.
Couldn't the town of St. Mary's do like St. Genevieve, Beverly, charge you so much to run through the town? That would bring more business in here, not only for the station, but for the baiters down here and for the town. I mean, what's the problem that we
So
can't do it?
far,
Okay,
go
ahead.
so far, we haven't passed anything, but that's what we're here for. We
Tonight.
want to see some people in here talking, hey, we want this. If I tell them, it's gonna be.
Well, we want it.
Well,
Pretty sure that's why everybody's here.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's why the majority of everybody's here.
yeah,
Not everybody's here because we want it.
The
Majority, I didn't say everybody.
You don't want it?
There's some more out there.
Why not? You got here from the station.
Excuse me. There's a lot of them, Perryville, I know, wants this. A lot of them think, and I know Carl don't want it. Some people don't want it, but the majority of them like do want it. And if you figure so much is sticker for each one of these, plus the other one's gonna come in here, that's some income. It's something to think about for us too.
You charge a sticker, and if you don't have a sticker, you get a ticket for not having a sticker. There's more income. If you act like an idiot on the bike, you get a ticket. There's more income.
That's right.
Otherwise, you slip through and they don't catch you anyway.
Okay, time out. Majority of you people here for these, early UTVs or NCAAs or whatever the hell you call them, okay. Now, where do you folks live? Do you folks live here in St. Mary's?
I grew up in St. Mary Kaskaskia, okay, and I'm living on Nature.
Oh, well, I'm asking who here, the UTV supporters, who here lives in St. Mary's?
Right here.
Right here, okay, one,
All my friends that come down to see me, you can't ride the road.
one person that lives in town.
There's more back here.
Who?
I don't live in city limits, unfortunately.
Mayor, are we done? One at a time, guys.
She's over here, she had her hand up.
Okay. Now, you got two people that live in town that want this. Now, I want to ask you guys something. You say St. Kitts got it, Perryville's got it, go for it. But here's the deal. You got all these folks that don't live in town, do not live in our neighborhoods, or quiet neighborhoods, and like I said, a lot of people want it. There's a lot of people that don't want it. They want to keep their neighborhoods quiet. And that's just the way it is. Now, I know we talked about this earlier, about a cutoff or what? What'd you say, Clyde? What was it, 7 p.m.? They were supposed to be off the roads?
I don't remember, what we did talk about it. I don't know.
If people's gonna tell me that at 5 till 7, they're going, wherever they're at, they're gonna say, oh boy, I gotta get this puppy home before it turns into a pumpkin cherry. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna be 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 in the morning, it's gonna happen. Now, I've seen them, and it's nothing against you people. I'll run a stop sign. I ain't talking about a rolling stop, I'm talking about blowing through it.
Then you get a ticket.
Whoa, time out. I'm talking. Now, let's say some guy's pulling up in a car, another guy's on a side-by-side, four-wheeler, whatever. Boom, who's gonna win? That car's gonna win. That's where my money's going. Another thing, I've seen this, Clyde was with me. Two guys on a four-wheeler, we just left the water tower. Two guys on a four-wheeler, when shooting, I don't know whose yard they were coming out of, what, Clyde, 10, 15 foot in front of or something like that. Zoom right across into somebody else's yard. Whose yard it was, ain't got a clue. So, I mean, a lot of people in this town want their communities quiet. Now, I'm not saying that everybody here is going to run stop signs or zip in front of cars or do lawn jobs or anything else. But we like our quiet community. We like our quiet neighborhoods.
But there's one thing about it, I'm going to speak now. There's one thing about it, all these people may not live in St. Mary's, but every one of these people do their business in St. Mary's.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
A lot of us volunteered our vehicles when the flood was going on too.
but that's true, and it's appreciated, but Lori G, you said that a lot of people do, yeah, well, they got automobiles, right? I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying is I'm firmly against it, and it's not you guys, I'm against it because I live in a quiet street, and I want it to stay that way. That's just the way it is.
Where you live at?
On Spruce?
Yeah, you're talking about noise and streets. So when are you gonna ban the motorcycle?
Yeah.
They're already here.
Right.
Yeah.
They make a hell of a lot more.
Well, I
than
lost
they
my pickup.
Yeah.
My side
Yeah.
by side's quiet. Most
I
of
know.
them are.
I think Carl's got something back here.
It's not a race line.
Carl?
I'm different. Oh, but now you're talking about doing the business in town. I got two side by side. I get in a legal vehicle and go out and drink coffee. I don't take an illegal vehicle. If I live out of town, I know people in here that live in this town but they moved out from country living. I live in the city. I don't want four-wheelers running all up and down the road. And the way, if the city is leaning towards doing it, mail out, and I'll see to it that the stamp is paid. A questionnaire to every registered voter in this town, and see if they want side by side or not.
That's
I'm here to represent the city people, not these people here.
But Carl, you got two side by side, do you run them at all?
Not on the streets.
Where do you run?
I run them back and forth on my lot, and I got 1,400 acres down West Plains. I take them
Don't
down
they make a
there.
noise in town when you run them on your lot?
Don't, not that motors on mine.
Well,
Mine don't run to 50 miles an hour. Hey, I know, I'm still talking, I got the board.
Okay.
Then the question is, if they got the money, I'll speak to it that the stamp is paid. If the city residents, voters, want it, give it to them. But if they don't, you're here to represent them, not these people. They run their business in town, our place and yours. That's the only two businesses we really got.
Excuse me, on that note,
And,
our business is coming in town.
It's coming, it ain't here. I'm thinking right now.
Right.
But they won't be coming up very much in forward. Them are recreational vehicles for Auburn, they're not legal. They're not, the counties are making them legal and everything, but they're not straight legal.
They are in St. Genevieve.
They are if somebody passes the law, but they're not. Most of them don't have signal lights, don't have brake lights, they don't have insurance on them, and don't have a helmet on them.
Peter?
Why don't you give it, why don't you give it?
I'm through with the question. I said, you board here to represent
Sorry about that.
citizens of this town.
We hear you, Carl. There's a gentleman right here next to you who wants to speak.
Does the city have a enforced noise ordinance?
We have a noise
That
ordinance.
answers your question, sir.
What's that?
If the noise ordinance is being broke, then a ticket's issued, correct?
Exactly.
What's the noise ordinance got against a four-wheeler side by side going through my yard? Like I see
So
over
you're
by
talking about
the
something
water.
personal that happens.
People ain't that stupid.
It happens, it happens.
It happens in Perryville, it happens in St. John, it happens in every town that has got these four-wheelers. It's not us people, it's not everybody.
No, I'm not
You're
saying.
speaking against everybody.
I'm not saying.
They are.
Peter.
I think what they're saying though, and I gotta speak for a second here, is the noise goes beyond the vehicle. The noise goes into a quiet community where people are trying to sleep or may want to relax and may not want to hear that noise.
Well, you
So
don't drive master now.
So there's gonna be all kinds of noises in the town. There's gonna be motorcycles, trucks, people without mufflers. And I think what they're saying is, do we wanna add more noise? And I don't know if our people that live here want more noise. But I think I have to follow up with the gentleman back here that said, it's up to our community to decide whether or not we do this, not us. We shouldn't be arguing a point. We should listen to our constituents in our areas and our wards. And if they say that this is something that they want to do, then we can do it. But I think we really need to listen to the people, Gloria. We don't need to listen to just 5 or 6 people that have these things and say they want to do it. We need to listen to our community. And those things do make an awful lot of
Well,
noise.
okay, who's gonna get a petition and pass it to this town to see if they want it? I don't care. I think that'd be a great idea.
We're worried about the noise. We have an established noise ordinance. He's gonna have to start stopping all these trucks using Jake brakes, all the loud motorcycles. Let's enforce that. You all worried about that?
Well, it's pretty quiet right now, actually. I don't think they want to add more noise to the area.
I just want to say one more thing now for you. Carl, I ain't got nothing against you, but I've had several
You got right,
witnesses.
say what you want.
Yeah, I've had several witnesses see you drive your four-wheeler up there to town and fuel it
That's a
up.
goddamn lie.
Yeah, I've had several
The
witnesses.
only time I did was during the flood, whenever I would do
There's
that.
a gentleman back there that's
But I
been
do
on
not
the phone for
drive
a
mine
long
in
time.
town.
You want to say nothing about
Yeah,
that?
I've had witnesses tell.
What's your name?
Okay,
My
I
name's
will.
Philip Berger, and I'm from
Hey.
Perry County.
Yeah.
And I went to our meeting when they were doing this, and they had the same issues that you folks have got.
Yeah, raise it.
We turned a negative into a positive. We have benefit rides. We just getting ready to do one for the police department for Shop with a Cop.
we raised over $3,000 something. We gave it back to the community. And we respect the laws, we don't litter, we try to stay off people's properties. You know, sometimes you have to get off the road if there's a truck coming or something, you know, you just gotta do it. But if you turn a negative that you guys are fighting with here and turn it into a positive, you got a tax revenue base, you can do licenses, you have to have proof of insurance, that you have insurance, liability insurance at least. And then if you have benefits, things like for your police department here, maybe you guys want a new police car or something. If you do these benefit rides and do it the way it should be done, in a respectable manner, you'll see a lot of people come here, spend money, and generate a revenue for your police department and for your town. So I don't understand, you know, we have the same issues. And we tried this for a while, and it's gone over really well. You gotta be a licensed driver, you've gotta have insurance, and you have to obey the laws. That's all they ask.
Okay, now you're talking about a bunch of people getting together and ride around.
Right, we have people from St. Louis, we have...
Okay, the route you take...
We registered.
The route you take, is it through all different neighborhoods, or is it on a main drag here to a main drag there to a main drag there?
If we do a benefit, we let our commissioners know what route we're running, where we're going to, and what times we're going to be operating. This way, they know that they may have 75 people crossing Highway 61 for a quarter of a mile because we have to stay on the county roads. And they give us that window. As long as we're registered with the county commissioner saying this is the benefit we're doing and this is where the money goes, they don't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, they accepted it and they welcome it.
No, what I'm getting at is when you guys do this,
We have a staging area.
when you guys are doing this, you have a certain route that you people follow, right?
Yeah,
you don't go in some neighborhood and ride around and then zip off and go into another neighborhood and ride around. You've got a planned route, just like a parade or something like that.
Basically,
you have a planned route. Okay.
Right. That way, if we get into a problem along the route, the sheriff's department at least got an idea of where we're at and what we might need, you know, if something would come up. So, you know, if you guys look on the positive side, you could try this for a couple of years and see what you think and see if you generate any revenue. You know, like for the police department, maybe you need a new ambulance or whatever you need, you can take that money and put it towards it. And then you charge a fee for doing that. We have, I think it's like $10 per UTV, and I have 3 of them. So I spend $30 every year, and I spend $300 or $400 on insurance. But I don't mind doing that as long as my county respects my right to be able to do that. And yeah, we had the same issues, you know, loud noises and people being on, you know, people's property. Well, they shouldn't be on people's property. If they are on people's property, that's on them. But if we have a ride or a benefit ride, we sign a waiver that they have to respect people's property, they do not litter, and they respect the laws of our county.
How about the noise? How do you keep the noise down?
Some are louder. Hey, there's more.
This town's the noisiest shit.
They got a muffler on them.
It's no louder than motorcycles.
Somebody has a concern about noise.
There's a lot of noise down there.
That's in dirt. I got mine sitting outside right now, far.
A dirt bike.
But they're off-the-road vehicles. They're really off-the-road vehicles.
Right.
What y'all want to do is have them on the road.
Well, we have, everything that we drive's got to have a steering wheel
Some of
on.
them have direction lights, we have lights on them, they have the signal, or the triangle, or a flag. You know, you can ride them on a county road, you can say they're off-road, but they're legal on county roads. And in other towns, so it's not that they're all off-road, because, well, some of us even have tires for the road, not for off-road.
I got DOT truck tires on mine.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not that, and the ones you're talking about, you know, with like four-wheelers and people making a lot of noise and going through, that's illegal anyway. No, you know, you shouldn't be trespassing anyway. We're not talking about four-wheelers.
But that's what I'm clarifying. These are four-wheelers.
No, we're talking about things with the steering wheel that, you know, they got a steering wheel and they have
seat belts.
blinkers, most seat belts, they got all that stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to hear one, actually. I don't know. I don't own one, so
I'll run home and get
I'd go get one.
Somebody's got one parked outside.
I was kidding. I was kidding. No,
You want to have a
look at and write it up. They trying to work out that song of mine. But they're what?
Yeah, lawnmowers, louder tractor.
They are
Yeah,
loud.
they're quieter than
They're
ours.
four-stroke motors.
Yeah.
And there's no problem with noise. I understand, Paul, if you run through somebody's yard or something like that.
Right.
Give them a ticket. Ain't no different getting drunk and running your truck through a yard. It's the same difference.
Well,
You get a ticket. I mean, it ain't gonna be a free-for-all, all these side signs running around everywhere like a bundle of beat, you know? It's not gonna be like that.
Well, yeah.
Give it a try, like he said, give it a try.
I'll tell you
If it
what.
sucks, finish.
I'll get in the car, go through somebody's yard, or you get in the car, go through somebody's yard, and I'll get on UTV, whatever. Cop's gonna nail you, because I can zip in and out yards, alleys, every place else. You're gonna get your butt nailed, and you're gonna have to get on the road. They will get you.
But that's
I've
just-
got a better
that's
chance of
stupid.
getting away than you do.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
look,
if he runs through your yard, don't you think you're gonna run out there and say, hey, dude, what are you doing in my yard? You know, I think that's a
By the
remember
time you go out in the yard, tell that person to get off your yard, you're done gone out of that beat.
I'm Larry, Derek, I'm Larry to get started. I really am. I like my quiet street. I do.
And
And,
most people
I
don't even
don't,
wanna go through
I
the
understand.
streets, they just wanna be able to pass through and go to the island, or pass the town, like down the Churchill, and, you know, go over to the Indian Hill. That's all we wanna do. We don't wanna ride around on all the streets, we just wanna be able to pass through town.
We'll take our cars to the
Or,
antique mall.
you know,
I
maybe
tell you
right
what.
down, you can go out to the spillway on the weekends, and they've got people out there eating in the restaurant, the parking lot will be full of side-by-sides, and they would be doing that down at Florida Views too. They would come down and eat dinner, because groups of us get together and have rides. And it's not like we're the Hells Angels, it's just like a bunch of people in our 50s or 60s, or even younger people, that are just out enjoying themselves and want to be out in the fresh air, like, you know, it's like a motorcycle, they're out in the open air.
so what you're saying is.
Why one?
Okay, go ahead. I was gonna say, I just want to follow up what she was saying. Go ahead.
You know, Paul's worth, I think, run through the yard and all that. How many do you think will go out of the way to go up there and use that ball? There's not gonna be very many go out of the way, they'll go come down through here. They're not worried about doing that down
no, Clyde, I've seen them up there. Yes, I have. I've seen them up there.
Crossing through
And I can throw some names out at you, but I'm not gonna do it.
Why do you turn them
I'm telling you
in, why
right
do you
now,
turn them in
yes,
so
they
you
do.
get a ticket
Yes,
then?
they do.
I don't
Because
think
we're
these-
told
these
that
people that are
they have to catch them.
These people that are gonna have these rides,
That's why I want.
they don't plan to ride through these local.
It's also going
Sure, they do.
Well, that's what I was asking, and they have to plan a route, just like a parade or whatever else.
What you're saying is the city of St. Mary's blocks you from going to do things that you want to do.
Yes,
Get over to the
exactly.
island, go to Indian Hills or something like that,
Yeah.
because that's where y'all are really headed.
Yeah, that's our biggest issue.
Well, you're bringing a lot of money also.
Well, when we gotta go.
We fuel up Tom's.
I've been
Yeah,
talking
we
to
can't
Okay,
get
wait a
gas.
minute,
We
everybody's
can't get
talking
gas.
at once.
We can't get gas at Tom's. You know, we ride, we get out of town and go all the way down to the bottom to get gas, because you can't get gas in town, because we can't get there
Yeah.
on public streets. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, I hear you.
nobody wants to just come and, you know, take over the town. We just want to pass
Okay.
through.
That's what I'm probably still like.
Anybody that goes to the island is illegal, because they gotta come down the state highway to get there.
Over there.
You can't get on the island without getting on the state road. But no, wait a minute, now I got the floor. Now, I'm used to where Miss Business runs, the man got the floor talk. Right there.
I've done it.
But you can't legally go over the island without violation at all. But these people say what they want. I know most of these people, most of them wouldn't do nothing wrong. But when you open it up where everybody can, you're gonna get them that run 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, four-wheeler side to side there.
Yeah, but they
You're gonna be, we only have one law. We're gonna have some part-time law. We're not like Perryville or St. Genevieve, who's
But
got
you know,
24 hours, 7 days a week law. When they violate the law, if they're wrong, we can't do it.
Yeah, that's where he
I'm,
comes
I'm,
in.
Hold it, I have a motion to stop this bull. We're not getting nowhere, you're arguing us. Then,
Let's
that's in the way.
We'll talk about it, we're gonna talk about it, and we'll we will decide and we
I'm
will let
fixing to
you
leave,
know.
but I'm gonna cut down, I won't tell them I'm gonna leave. But you have to remember who you represent.
Oh, yeah.
And if the citizens for
The
it,
people.
get it.
Okay, I agree. I don't live in town, but I like to use it. If you're gonna present it to the people, at least present it to them just not as use UTVs in town. Come up with, it has to be a licensed driver. Present it to the people of St. Mary's the way that you want to enforce it, or the way you want these gentlemen to enforce it. You know, running headlights, they have to have working brake lights, they have to have working brakes. The noise ordinance can be enforced. I mean,
Yeah.
present it to the people so that they can say, okay, if they have to have these restrictions, then yeah, maybe it won't be so bad.
Right. Did you have a list of that the last
We
time?
had that the last time, that had license.
Yeah, all kinds of.
But like I said,
That's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like you said.
it's all been discussed tonight. Let everybody get it before it gets out of hand and talk about it. And you guys, I thank all of you very much for coming tonight
Can we get up a petition?
and stating your feelings, how you feel about it, okay?
Yes, we appreciate that. The first
Appreciate it
time
very much.
I've ever seen this one come together. I appreciate that a lot.
So are you gonna try to get a petition?
I don't know if a petition would be a necessary thing. I think we really need to talk to our people in our boards, because presenting them with a petition of people that aren't residents necessarily might not do us any good.
Or is it even gonna go around to everybody in town?
And I need to talk to people in my ward about it. I'll tell them. That's what we're supposed to do.
If you'd like, I can try to go to our county commissioners meeting and I can get you a draft of what we have
But in mind,
and how we do it.
That'd
You don't
be
get-
great.
I mean, Gloria.
If you'd like, I'll go to our next county commissioner meeting and I'll get you a draft from Perry County and how they drafted it and the changes they made, the things they saw that didn't work. And I can get you a draft of that and you can use it, you know, kind of get some ideas, you know, if you go that route. So I'll be glad to do it for you.
you can just bring it to me here, over there, anything,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I'll get it for you. To give you something to go on.
All right. And like that, I thank all you very, very much for showing up.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thanks.
The people that's spoken.
Oh, now.
We are turning a card on the way home.
David, keep going.
Hi, Aunt Jeannie, you're how are you? My gosh. I'm still working on trying to get out of here.
We want to know where we can put our signs.
What kind of signs is on the wall? Wait a minute here. Okay, guys, these people want to know where they put signs up for their stores, but in the bank building, remember that?
The old post office.
What kind of signs you gonna put on?
Like, for our store, like this kind of sign was.
Are you talking about like a sign like Tom has for his store out there that says,
Like, I got 3 work.
isn't that something that they have to look at the landlord to do? Put a
Well,
sign-
Tom is on city property.
It's city, okay.
Okay.
That's buyout, man.
Buyout property, yeah. I'm city buyout, yeah.
What kind of signs do they look like?
Well, it's gonna have this picture on it, in the background, I got an airbrush tag on my signs for me. And it's gonna have an old Nash bar on it with his picture in the background. And it's gonna say Nash's Discount Store and that.
How big is it?
4 by 8.
4 by 8?
It's gonna be made of nice material, like
Yes, yes. Guy that I got doing my material for me does good work.
professional sign guy?
Yes. I would go to him if it wasn't.
Can you get pictures of some of his work that you're interested in? Let us see what they look like.
No, okay. Yes, that's what I'm at right now.
Excuse me, ladies.
Well, I guess all they have to do, Clyde, is you show them where they can put one, or maybe Frankie and them, because they gotta do the mowing, you know. Frankie and Mike's gotta do the work.
Where the
So if
sign
they put it,
location?
maybe you're gonna make it when they put it, if they put it on this lot right down here, that they gotta weed eat around and keep it the way they mow.
That's what they do.
Okay.
And I guess it's gotta be far enough away for you to see it first before you get past the store.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we want one, before you come and before you pass, on both sides.
Yeah.
No, I'd say put it right over here on this, buy a property right here or someplace like that. That's what I think.
Well, 8 light, could it go on the other side after we get to the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of that.
Pretty excited about that.
Well, that's a bonus for you guys. The post office.
I counted to 10, right?
Right there. Yeah, we're in a dead zone. Yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to, I want to show them some of this work.
Well, then did we agree on this, that you or Frankie will show them and Mike and the other ones too? Yeah, like I said, they gotta keep it clean around it and eat and all that.
We would do that anyway.
Okay.
That's our namesake.
So, just thumb this down and we'll find you somebody to show you where you can put it, okay?
Now, you were gonna ask them about, what areas up here?
Yeah, but is there any houses for rent or whatever?
We would like to be a little closer to our stores that are in St. Andy, you know what I'm saying?
Do you? I really don't.
Do you know, does, Mr. Beckett still have that full house up there?
I don't know what thing about.
If
You
you
want
see
to bring
it,
it up, so.
yeah. I'm gonna have a trailer for
I'll
it.
listen, okay, if there's one out in town or something. I hear a lot. I'll let you know, okay?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, we're,
The sooner I can get out of that trailer court, the better I'm gonna like it.
all right, boss.
All right.
As soon as I get a chance, I will bring you some copies of his photos, if we're in a dead zone. I mean, he does a good job.
Yeah, but your dad's a sign company doing it, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, he's got
pretty
an
much-
LLC and everything.
Yeah, good. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you got that business down, that old house that's down there. And the clerk, they, there's so many names, I want to.
David.
He sent the letter to them and everything, and we told them they're supposed to appear in court. And when if they don't appear in court for this time, we're putting a warrant out for their arrest.
So you found out exactly, tracked down who it really is. Okay.
And if they don't respond to court,
You got 15 days.
Okay, good enough. That'll work.
so that'll end that.
So when is the 15 days up?
Been about a week, ain't it? How long has it been there?
I sent it like 3 days ago. I also include a copy of the ordinance for highways, debris and trash, along with it, so they know exactly what the regulations are on that. After, if they don't respond in 7 days by cleaning up the property, then we have the right to clean it up and then charge them for it. Now, John taking a different approach, he's going with like the and a court date if you don't comply, so it's working.
That's right.
Like 2 different angles here, and hopefully he gets, some response on it.
Good work.
He's driving it.
Okay. Well, we got this Harmon. What? Hired a part-time employee, but the guys has really been doing a lot of work, so we'll just let that be right now. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
Yeah, they've been,
now, it's, these guys, when they got the time, they can do do this for you, but you gotta understand, sometimes they're gonna get called off on a grinder or
I
a
understand
water
that.
leak or something, but yeah, these guys can fit it in.
That's
They're
exactly
doing
why. All I was gonna do was
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah, well, they,
That's
they
strictly
done
why.
it before, yeah. Okay.
Okay, then I guess we'll go to the department report. I can everything up. Your first.
All right, I had a meeting with FEMA on August 2nd. They came to pick up my paperwork for the flood. I had all the sign-in sheets from the volunteers, all the documents for the equipment that we ran, our time sheets from the labor we put in on it. It gets broken down into 3 categories. Category A is tree removal, category B is emergency protective measures, and category 3 is streets and bridges. We didn't hit the thresholds in A or C. They tried to get A put into B by saying, oh, we do sandbags in the dumpsters as well, but I think we're gonna get reimbursed on category B. I don't wanna say the number because it hasn't officially yet, but it's looking really, really good. So I think we're making some progress. Hopefully I'll have some good news by the next meeting. And also I got class next week. And that's it.
Okay, now we got water and sewer.
All samples good. We, what we do, Frankie, 2 grinders? Yeah, worked on 2 grinders, all water sewer samples good.
Well, Parkin's in there. Okay. Street department 5.
I called Bowman the other day, still hasn't given me a definite answer on when we're going to refund it. It's going to be finished before fall. They're covered up right now like crazy too. Yeah. It's going to get done. That's all I got.
How about the fire department?
I think we're going to lean the upfield over to Frankie.
We had 4 calls this month. Had
Really?
2 medics, 2 brush fire. Everything is, we got the tanker still kind of down. It handle water right now, but we keeping it full of water because it leaks on us. Next week, we're going to be taking it to Seymour Tanks to get it the new fitting welded into it. Anyways, fire department, we kind of gathered the money together to actually do this ourselves. Turn around, get the new 6-inch put into it, so that way we can dump water faster when we're shoveling water for mutual aid for ourselves. The other thing is we're going to be resealing the floor up there. We're going to pressure wash it and everything, and because the floor is starting to crack, and we need to get it sealed. So I was coming to you guys to ask you guys if you guys wouldn't mind to take money out of our fire account here to supply that sealer for the building.
How much you talking, Frankie?
Well, when I looked at the sealer, we got different types, but I gotta make sure what type we're really needing. I need to talk to a concrete guy to make sure. Anyways, but they can run anywhere from $30 a 5-gallon bucket up to $70 a 5-gallon bucket. So anyways, it's not probably only take maybe 2-3 buckets of it to do the whole floor. Anyways, but it's gonna seal the crack shut and everything, so they quit cracking. It's gonna make our floor where the grease and stuff ain't sitting on the floor and making it nasty. We're gonna get a hot shot sprayer. It's actually a heated water pressure washer. And we're gonna clean the whole floor. So.
But you ain't really got any numbers yet.
No, I ain't really got any numbers on what it's gonna cost. That's just a rough estimate from a certain kind to a certain kind, but I gotta talk to a concrete guy and make sure for that floor what kind I actually need for it, so we don't mess up the floor or anything like that, so. Yeah. Anyway, but I want to get it done before it gets cold because I gotta keep the bay doors open for a whole day after I pressure wash it, and then when we put down the sealer, we're gonna have to keep it open for a whole day to let it dry. So I'm just asking on that part. So that's all I pretty well got to report right now.
Please.
What's Jeff City was that you got some more on it?
state. We just actually found a vehicle today. It's $2,900, is exactly the same thing that we've got now. It's got the fluid on it, light bar, starter. The only thing we had to do is put the brake on. That's all I got.
We've got a model, state model, but
100 feet, it's a little bit more than what we got now on that one, so 100 even. Yeah.
Come over there, they can't hardly hear you.
I mean, that's all I got.
Okay, is that it? Want to talk about anything? Okay. Are you waiting on something over there? Okay. Just listening. All righty.
Young man has something to say after
There's the professional work, the work he does. Versus this, the guy who look at other sides.
That only was open so I could get into this. This is some of the professional work he does.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
So the sign you say is just gonna have.
Animal report, airbrush
Nothing
there.
to report.
Okay. Make a motion to adjourn?
Okay. It's gonna be this a little.
I'll second it.
Wait a minute, bye. Oh, it's gonna be about.
Hit that button.
This is very nice.
Have 2 weeks, I'll remind everybody, 2 weeks from